Deitra is a life coach, and she found out about us through a coaching thing. So tell us about that.
Yeah, I just was on a coaching website, and they actually had listened to my life curriculum there, and I thought, wow, this really aligns with what I do as a life coach and a spiritual growth coach. And so I ordered it up, and then as I looked through it, I was like, I think I'll connect with these ladies. So I sent Sharon an email, and we connected, and then she said, there's somebody you need to meet in Atlanta. It's Rebecca. And so Rebecca and I got
And
together.
Rebecca had just told me that she had been praying for a spiritual friend. Oh, yeah.
So we met and connected, and so I went ahead and started my group, and then and a month behind, I was in Rebecca's group as well, so I got to facilitate, and I was a nap ahead. So that was kind of nice, because then I was prepared for when we came to class. So I got to sit under Rebecca's facilitation, which I really appreciated greatly.
Awesome. So then, so tell us about Start Your Groups and how you launched that and how you connect with people and all that.
Oh, goodness. Well, the first group that I did, I had a group going beforehand called my God Connection Group, where we meet for 10 months, once a month, for 5 hours, including lunch. And so every year we've done a different curriculum. So this year we did Listen to My Life. And it was really powerful. The ladies were just blown away and loved it. And then since then I've done several other groups, and I'm doing 2 groups right now. So it's been good.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about your charging for this. Is that correct?
Oh yes, yes I am.
Tell us how you do that.
I'm a, what's it called?
Certified or?
No, it's the,
Recommend this one?
no, it's the fee for value exchange.
You like that phrase?
I do, that's great. That's great.
It's a coaching phrase.
That is it?
I don't know. Is
What's
that a
that?
coaching phrase?
No.
Well, anyway, that really resonates with me, because I got into coaching because I needed to have some way to bring income into my family. And so up until that time, I had done a lot of mentoring and lay counseling and kind of coaching. But then I got certified, went through a program. And so it was hard for me to transition from doing this for free to charging, very hard. But I just, had to trust the Lord that this was His provision for me. And I don't even remember how I came up with my $500 fee for 10 months. So it turns out to be about $50 a month. But,
Per person.
Per person.
Mm-hmm.
And, but God's just been faithful to bring people to me. And my groups are just small, anywhere from 2 to 6. But I like small because we all like to find out about each other, so we don't like to break up into triads. We just stay together.
And you have chunks of time. You said 5 hours generally.
Yes.
Once a month. And then don't you also offer some coaching / spiritual help assistance on the side?
Yes. So for $500 for the 10 months, they can sign up for, which is what's considered group coaching. And part of what I do as well with my group coaching is, as a coach, I'm supposed to ask powerful questions that help you process what's going on with you. And so I do that, but I also train my women to do that with one another. And so we do a debrief after each person shares, and they share insights or words that they heard repeated, or they may ask open-ended questions, and it has been amazing at how the questions that come from the women. I'm just like blown away. And it's always presented as an invitation where you don't have to do that, you may just listen. And some people, some people are more, they just want to listen, and that's fine. And then other people, that really is part of their giftedness. So it's a gift they're giving to the world. So I love that.
Now, I'd like to ask you to respond to. We had somebody who asked, they found out that Rebecca was doing a listening group in Atlanta for free, and Deitra was charging $500. Do you want to talk about how that turned out?
She charged $500 and that was free.
And so, but the conversation that person had, in terms of, she ended up in your group, Deitra, didn't she?
That person? Who are we talking about?
The girl that lives in Atlanta, that, she's in your current group, and can't think of her name. She lives about a mile from me.
But anyway, she had the choice of signing up for free or for fee, and decided that the for fee option was going to be a better option for her.
Yeah, because she'd already sort of was going down the track to do it with her, and then found out about mine, so, anyway.
How do you figure out who this person is?
Okay, but anyway, all just to say with that is that people have a perceived value on things that they pay for.
So apparently, they don't think that
Wow, I wasn't taking it there.
But there's some other elements that I added as well. There's a whole element of finding out our essence, which is who God created us to be, which is such a huge part of the map. And so we take time each month to look at what we've learned about ourselves specifically, what essence words that we find out about ourselves that really describe who God created us to be. And at the end, we make an essence plaque with our heartland statement and 4 significant grouping of words that really reflect who we are, so then we can reflect that God in us to the world through those avenues. So.
And I think the fact that she is a certified life coach, she sort of has that privilege of, I'm certified, whereas I'm just sort of fell into all of this. So I'm not really certified, but
well, that's Rebecca being self-deprecating, okay, is what that is. Just so you know.
I agree.
Because those of you who do need to provide for your family, and if God so leads you to do so, there is nothing wrong with charging for this.
Absolutely.
Yes.
What have you learned the hard way?
I think expectations, having expectations of the women, anywhere from, this map was fun for me, and so it's going to be fun for you. And then they come up and they're like, this map was really hard for me. So really dialing down on my expectations of how I think it's going to go and what's going to speak to them, and just being open to see what and where how God's going to work and where He's going to work, and trusting Him that He is the one doing the work and not just facilitating.
And how about the most fun or the biggest aha for you or someone in your group?
Okay. I did.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I'd like to share, I think the biggest aha for me, I've done a lot of this kind of work over the years, and so when I went through Listen to My Life, I wasn't really expecting to find out anything new about myself. And I was so wrong. I mean, God just used that to show so many deeper parts of myself that I hadn't seen, and I was so surprised. And hard places, not just the good places, although I saw good places too. So that really made me see the value of the mapping and want to offer that to other women, because I think it's just a powerful tool. And then I was thinking about my one friend, her name is Eb, who did not want to do the maps. I mean, she is in my God's Connection group, so she's followed me all along, and she's like, I don't think I want to do these maps. I don't think so. But she went ahead and did them, and she was a woman who's 65, and all her life had pretty much followed what people told her she needed to do, and she really didn't know herself. And so I think she was a little afraid of what she was going to find out. So I asked her about that, and she texted me yesterday her answer, and I wanted to read it to you, because I said, I think you had a pretty profound change. So she said, throughout life, I always felt like I was risk adverse, which shielded me from fear of failure. In other words, she wouldn't try, then she wouldn't fail. Only after completing my 3 sets of 20-year map, I guess she did it 3 times, I came to see that the experiences that gave me life were those involving taking risks. She took a Dale Carnegie course, public speaking. She rode her bike down a volcano. She auditioned for a concert. She sang her very first solo at 65 in front of 60 people before her husband's birthday. Seeing all this imprinted on my map, I came to realize that for my whole life, this was the first time I saw who I was, a risk taker. This in turn has not only opened up exciting experiences for me, but also has given me increasing courage to face conflict in my own family relationships. And if y'all know anything about the Enneagram, she's a 9, she's a peacemaker. And so she avoids conflict at any cost. And now she's standing up to who God made her to be. And it's not easy, but she's growing, and it's just really exciting to see.
Any life coaching questions specific for Deitra? Sybil?
This isn't, but I know some people talk about doing retreats. And Deitra, just say something about the retreats.
Oh, your tab.
My mini retreats that I do? I offer monthly, what I call mini retreats. They're half-day retreats, 9 to 2, including lunch. And what I do is I create an environment for women to come to my home, and we have a theme every month. And you know, some people come back, some people just come once, and you know, it just is a variety of group of people. But I just find different materials, devotional materials that center around those themes, and find or create journaling experiences or art journaling experiences or just thought-provoking questions for them to answer. And they go off in my home, in a bedroom, or outside for 3 hours and just have time on with God. And then we come back and have lunch and kind of debrief that experience. And I charge $35 for that. And that I've been doing that for 5 years, and it is such a joy to see women connect with God in that way, and just the silence and solitude. And they're from all different churches. Most of the time they come, they don't know one another, but they connect over lunch. And it's been a very wonderful privilege to get to offer that to women.
Sue?
You do one-on-one coaching too? And
Yes, I do.
Do you use the maps?
Well, I'm currently using the MAPS one-on-one coaching through Skype with one client. Yeah.
Anything else?